Hello everyone and Happy New Year. I am Andy Hoig, your host for metroTV, publisher CEO of Metro Magazine. Great show today. We will be talking with Amy Williams from Access Consciousness. We have folks from the VNA talking about art and soup, and ladies from the Pottawatomie County Community Foundation and the TS Community Foundation talking about exciting things happening over in Council Bluffs. So don't go away, we'll be right back. I am here with Donna Dostal, the President and CEO of the Pottawatomie County Community Foundation, and also Kelsey Stupfel, Vice President of the TS Community Foundation Board of Directors, and also Director of Community Reinvestment at TS Banking Group. Yeah. Ladies, thank you so much for joining me today.
Thank you for having us.
I'm excited to have this conversation because there's so much going on, especially the partnership between both of your organizations. But Kelsey, let's start with you. So tell us about the TS Community Foundation. What is it? Describe the history. Let us know.
Yeah, absolutely. So the TS Community Foundation started in 1999. So we recently celebrated our 20th anniversary, and we are a 501c3 that helps folks that want to do more with their donations, and we're also about developing long-term community prosperity. And it really originated from Mick and Judy Gutah, who simply just wanted to give back to the community. They wanted to help others save that expense when setting up their own 501c3, and so they could use the foundation as the conduit to help do their projects. And at the time when we started, there was not a local community foundation in our area or in our county, and so we really fit a nice community need.
Yeah, because how many years Pottawatomie County?
2008 was when we were formed. So we just celebrated in October our 11th anniversary.
Yeah. Okay. Well, let's talk a little bit more of what made you decide, the TS Community Foundation, that it was time to become an affiliate partner.
Sure. So we were doing our strategic planning, and our board took a look at our current long-term plan and then what the next 20 years would look like. And for us to do that well, we knew that it was going to take the next level, and so we wanted to do that by partnering. And we're both kindred spirits, TS Community Foundation and the Pottawatomie County Community Foundation, and so from the start, it's been a win-win type of relationship. And our goal from the beginning has been to really be a leader in our communities, help give back, reinvest in our communities, and help teach others how to give back. Yeah. And so by doing that, being a catalyst for positive change and helping one individual, one family member at a time, it's how we're going to continue to do community impact for generations to come.
Absolutely.
So two great forces coming together to do even more good.
Well, let's talk about this great force. Donna, you are a force, and your leadership over at the Pottawatomie County Community Foundation has just been amazing. What has happened since you joined as
very
CEO.
Kind. Thank you so much. That's very kind.
Yeah, but let's talk about the foundation.
Well, the foundation, so to Kelsey's point, we've only been around really since 2008, and we were originally an Iowa West initiative. And so Iowa West provided the initial funding. As a matter of fact, Mick Gutah from TS Bank, he was one of the original board members on the Pottawatomie County Community Foundation. So when they reached out to us and asked us to partner, we were very honored to be able to join forces. And as an affiliate, you know, some of the things that we do is we really focus on long-term philanthropy in the community, and hadn't really, to this point, worked with smaller organizations or smaller groups that maybe haven't achieved their nonprofit status, but wanted to, you know, be able to have some great impact. So having TS Community Foundation and the folks in Trainer that are really doing so many great things in Southwest Iowa, to partner with them is an amazing opportunity. And we just bring a little bit more horsepower. Since we're nationally accredited and we're part of the Iowa Council of Foundations, with that affiliate relationship that TS Community Foundation is getting, they also are able to benefit from that. And then just the kind of overall horsepower of the Community Foundation, now we're continuing to grow with our Women's Fund and our Mental Health Fund for Southwest Iowa. Joining forces with the TS Community Foundation is amazing.
Yeah. So what does it mean to be an affiliate?
So as an affiliate, they are really now a subsidiary of the Potawatomi County Community Foundation. So their assets kind of just roll up underneath of us. But once again, they are able to, with their existing funds that they do have at the Community Foundation, they're able to build more and still benefit from the accreditation that we have, and then they are also able to offer folks in their community or refer to us folks that want to take advantage of the Endow Iowa tax credit, which is if you start or add to an Endow Iowa fund, you are eligible for a 25% tax credit on your personal income tax through the state of Iowa. Huge. We're only one of 2 states that offer that.
Wow. Okay. Some exciting news. Tell us about that.
There's some pretty exciting things happening in Southwest Iowa. Aside from our Women's Fund that is really going strong, and the Mental Health Fund, partnering with TS Community Foundation, we just received a very large, generous gift from the Rick Winninghoff estate, and he donated $5 million to the Potawatomi County Community Foundation, and the earnings from that endowed fund will go to provide scholarships for kids that live in Trainer and Underwood communities in our Southwest Iowa area. So it's just an amazing opportunity for kids to really realize their dreams of a college education or career building. So tremendously generous.
Yeah. And what's kind of Potawatomi County, but you really are Southwest.
Yes.
I mean, it's not just.
Yes, we really are focused on supporting Southwest Iowa as a whole. Our Mental Health Fund and our Women's Fund for Southwest Iowa are designed to serve all of those adjacent counties, and for the Mental Health Fund, 9 counties in Southwest Iowa.
So how can people find out more information?
They can certainly visit us at www.ourpccf.org or give us a call at our offices in Council Bluffs.
And are there other ways to support you, or how? Talk about that.
There are lots of ways to support Southwest Iowa through the community foundations. Individuals can they can actually add to some of our existing funds that are out there right now. Once again, the Women's Fund, we're building that. The Mental Health and Substance Abuse, those are 2 field of interest funds. So if you're not sure how you want to make an impact in our community, those are 2 very broad, impactful ways. But even adding to agency funds, many nonprofit organizations in Southwest Iowa have their agency funds with us. Okay. And so if you really feel close or enamored with a fund or feel close to their mission, you can add to their agency fund and really have a long-term impact in our community for generations to come.
Yeah. Well, such exciting things happening. And I don't even want to say, I mean, it is across the river, but these communities, I just feel like we're constantly kind of coming together, and what you're doing over there is just, it's inspiring. And I just want to thank both of you for everything. It's an exciting time.
It is. It's truly an exciting time to live in Southwest Iowa.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you both for joining me today.
It's our pleasure. Thank you. Thank you so much, Andy.
You're welcome. And we will be right back. Well, I'm here with Amy Williams. She is a certified facilitator, body, mind, energy balancing, and access consciousness. Amy, thank you for joining me today.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
So we've got something coming up called Access Bars Global Day. Let's just talk a little bit about Access Bars and what is that?
Sure.
Because you've been involved with this for quite a while.
It's been about 7-8 years now since I was introduced to that type of energy work.
Yeah. So, and I'm going on year 3 for it too. So, yeah. So tell us about it.
Access consciousness is, first of all, a body of work that has tools for all kinds of things to change your life and to work with things in your life and business. And one of the first things that came out of that body of work 30 years ago is Access Bars. It's a hands-on energetic bodywork technique with where you touch points on the head, and where the bars comes in is, let's say I'm touching someone's temple. So I'm doing this.
Right.
I'm imagining a person laying on a table in front of me with my hands on their head. Let's say these points are on their temple. There's a bar of energy that forms in between my hands, and when you touch these points, it dissipates the energetic charge that accumulates in the system, causing stress and anxiety and sometimes symptoms in the body.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, you know, being involved with this again, going on well, for 2 years, it's so amazing how a lot of times things just kind of get trapped, or we have pains and this and that, and it really helps with that.
It is one of the most relaxing things I have ever experienced, and I'm certified in many modalities.
Right. Yeah.
30 years of doing Reiki with massage for 20, and then getting certified in other types of work. And this to me has felt so much easier and lighter than some things, where as a practitioner it's light for me, and I see people change so much.
Yeah. And how did you get into this? I mean, you talked a little bit. How did this come about in your life?
Let's see, the long story or the short story.
Okay.
I'll tell the long story short. Basically, I'd been doing massage for 20 years and had kind of a mystical experience that I heard something that said, here's how you're going to work now. And it showed me all of these different types of energy work. And after I'd been doing it for a couple of years, I started taking my hands off people's bodies, and a month after that mystical experience, I basically got tired and couldn't do massage any longer. So I started pursuing different types of energy work, and then after I'd been doing other modalities for a while, someone came to me and said, hey, I learned this thing, and it's similar to what you do. Do you want to trade? I'll show you what I do. And whereas some of the things that I did would feel kind of like I'd be really tired at the end of the day,
Yeah.
this was really energizing to me.
Yeah.
And where, you know, if there was a part where somebody was releasing a stress or an emotion, they might feel kind of wrung out afterwards. They would just feel light and giggly and like, oh, something was bothering me, but now it's not.
Right, right. And
so that's how
yeah.
it showed up for me.
Yeah. So we have something called Access Consciousness has Global Access Bars Day, which is, you know, it's around the world. It's the 23rd.
Yes, January 23rd, 2020.
So what are you doing for that, or what is kind of the community? Because you're in Lincoln.
So this year I decided to keep it really simple. People around the world, I mean, there's a big event I think it's in Rome this year.
Yeah.
And there's a big event there, and they'll be live streaming all over the world, and people in every country we have the freedom to just do whatever we'd like. I'm just gonna have a practitioner trade just because I've got other things going on. So in the evening in Lincoln on that day, we'll be doing a trade where once you take the class, then you can trade with your friends and de-stress whenever you want. And then, yeah, in Omaha, there's some things going on too.
Well, let's talk about the class, and let's talk about some ways people can get involved and kind of get some hands-on with this. So,
yeah, basically, to learn Access Bars, it's a one-day class, full day. You're there from, usually my classes run 8 hours, 9:30 to 5:30, and you learn what it is, the how-to, and then we spend the rest of the day trading.
Yeah.
So I teach you where to put your hands, how to hold the points, and then you gift and receive sessions twice in a day. So it's like a spa day, but you learn how and can do it from then on.
And the great thing about this class too is once you get done taking the class, you become what we call a bars practitioner. And that means you can trade with people and
give sessions or have a practice and give sessions for money.
Yeah, and then if you do 3, you're a facilitator, which means then you can facilitate the class.
Correct? You take 3 classes from 3 different facilitators, and and then you apply and they license you, and
So you've got an event coming up at Soulworks.
Yes. So there's a certified bars facilitator in Omaha. Her name is Nicole Byerman, and she and some other ladies, Crystal Trammell and Kelly Beshan, are going to have an event that day they're going to be gifting sessions at Soulworks for a donation. So we call them taster sessions,
Yeah.
20 minutes. I usually do like $20 for 20 minutes. If people go in awkward, like, what do I give? Give whatever works for you, really.
Right.
I mean, because we don't want anybody to not get to experience it because, you know, maybe they don't have $20. That's
Yeah.
okay. Go, see what it changes. Maybe next time you'll have $20.
Yeah.
It clears our limitations, so that's actually possible.
It does. It's really, it's awesome. So that's on Global Bars Day, correct?
Yep.
Okay, at Soulworks here in Omaha. Let's just talk. Can you just give, in the minute or two we have left, let's give viewers a tool that they can use today, that they can take with them.
Absolutely. You know, the one that pops in my head is interesting point of view.
Yes. Yes.
Do you like that one?
I love that tool.
We call them the tools of access consciousness because there are things that you can use and apply in everything you do. And so if you look at, I don't have money or I can't afford it. Well, I can't afford it is a judgment. And if you look at that in your world, like, oh, interesting point of view, I can't afford it. What judgment is that? And I've had someone that had a taster session where after the session I told her, this bar was running really hot. Oh, it was your money bar. And she came back later and told me it totally changed her money flows.
Yeah.
So that happens.
Yeah. So interesting point of view, whenever anything comes up or limitations or, it's just, I use it all day long. It's just
Yeah.
interesting point of view. I
Yeah.
have that point of view and it kind of just, it neutralizes the charge that you have around whatever it is.
Right. Someone says, oh, you shouldn't wear that kind of dress.
Yeah.
Interesting point of view.
Yeah, I know.
In your head.
Yeah.
In your
Yeah.
head. You want to do it in your head.
Yeah.
But
But
because people make judgments about everything
Yeah.
all day long and it sticks us.
Yeah.
And that's why it would change something if you did that.
So if people want to find out more about you and kind of your offerings and classes, where can they go?
www.amywilliams.us. And it's
Okay.
AMY Williams, just like you would
Yeah.
normally spell it, .us.
Okay. Amy, thank you so much for chatting with me today.
Thanks for asking me.
I'm excited about Global Bars Day. Say that 5 times. So.
That's right.
All right, thank you. And we will be right back. I am here with Jamie Sommerfeld. He's the CEO for the Visiting Nurse Association, and Roz Merrick, the Art and Soup Coordinator, which is a big event coming up in February. So thank you both for being with me today.
Glad to be here.
I first want to talk just a little bit about the VNA and the people it served, and how long has it been around? I mean, this is such an important organization in our community.
Yeah, the community actually started the VNA in 1896, so long time
Wow.
ago. Yeah, started by a nurse who just happened to be the daughter of one of the mayors, Isward Millard. So started in just taking care of people, whether they be young families that were having babies and didn't know what to do with them. I mean, who does? But so the nurses would come in and help new mothers learn how to take care of their babies. And you know, if they were older people, how to just stay healthy. So, you know, as I
Yeah.
always tell people, the goal was to decrease infant mortality and increase the lifespan. So if you look at 1896 and the statistics then, they've done a pretty good job of doing both things.
Yeah. Because you have a lot of different services and programs now that kind of span, I mean, just from a personal experience, I mean, you guys did, when my father was ill, and he went to hospice, you guys were
Right.
so instrumental in
Yeah.
helping him and us through that time.
No, it really is healthcare in the community. So in
Yeah.
all ages, all diagnoses, all issues in life, whether it be coming into life or at the end of
Yeah.
life. And again, our nurses, and that's where, you know, if you have enough time, I could go through all the, you know, the nuances of all the programs, but to oversimplify it, it's healthcare going into people's homes and providing healthcare there where people want to receive healthcare. They want to stay in their home.
Yeah.
They don't want to go to a facility. And getting to Art and Soup and what it's all about, it's providing health care to people who are in a position of being homeless.
Yeah.
And so our nurses go to all the homeless shelters in Omaha and Council Bluffs, and youth emergency services as well. And so when I say homeless, they may not be in one of the homeless shelters, they may even be living under a bridge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and that brings us to Art and Soup, because what year is this?
This is our 23rd.
23rd.
Yes.
Okay.
Annual event.
Yeah, and it's such a great event. I love this event. So let's talk about the event. What can people expect at this event?
Sure. It's a really fun community event that draws a lot of people from Omaha. Guests can expect to taste delicious soups that are made by some of the best chefs and restaurants in Omaha. They can also browse and purchase art from that's made by local artists. They can bid also on silent auction items. It's a lot of fun. We have some competitiveness as well. There will be a professionally judged art competition, as well as a professionally judged Battle of the Soups competition.
And those chefs take it very seriously.
Oh, they do. Yes,
definitely.
Yeah. And how many chefs do you typically have?
Over 20 chefs
Okay.
usually participate, and then we typically have over 30 artists, 30 to 40 artists.
Yeah.
So.
And again, if you're wanting to taste amazing soup, and this is like over 20 different types of soup.
Yeah, it's not chicken noodle. I mean, sometimes there is, but it is things that just blow your mind.
Yeah, many of the soups are made specially for this event.
What is the date of the event?
The date is the 23rd, so it's very easy to remember. This is our,
23.
Yeah,
23?
this is our
February.
23rd year.
Yeah.
So February 23rd, it's the last Sunday of the month.
And how much are tickets?
Yes, tickets are $50, and actually we will not be having a physical ticket this year. It is your online reservation will be your ticket to the event. It's $50 before the event, and the event runs from 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. At the door, the day of the event, the tickets will be $55. We also have an opportunity if you would like to come early and have early access to the event. We have a patron party, and that runs from 1 to 2 p.m. And the admission for that is $100.
Yeah. And that's the way just to kind of get in before, because there's like over 1,000 people that come to this.
Yes.
But it's a way to kind of get in there before.
First dibs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know.
First dibs, have an opportunity to talk to the chefs and to the artists.
Yeah.
Yes.
Not as crowded, and so it really is the best time to come in. And to that point, you can just come at any time that you want to, come and leave. There's no,
it's a
you
come and
don't
go,
have to stay till 5. I mean, you can come with your family, with your kids. There are people that bring kids in strollers, and so it's just a great Sunday afternoon event.
And where's it at?
It's at the Embassy Suites La Vista.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't think I made it last year, but I've been to this event so many times, and it is so much fun. And the artwork is amazing. The soup is amazing. People can go to your website to buy tickets.
They sure can, to vnatoday.org/art and soup.
Okay. I want to go back a little bit to talking about some programs, because we have we got a couple minutes left. So, again, so much important, and being a nonprofit, how can people, if they can't come to the event, how can people contribute to your organization?
Yeah, we take online donations 24/7, 365 days a year. So you can go on our website and there's a donate button. We need donations. We get funded by the United Way, Midlands, and does a fantastic job of helping support our programs. And so we have a small but mighty development staff that are, and this is our flagship event. We really don't have any other events besides this. But we do a lot of grant writing for different programs that are evidence-based programs, very sophisticated programs, but are totally funded through these grants, and to the tune of about $4 million a year.
Wow.
And our overall budget is about $30 million. So it's a large percent of care that we're providing, as we did originally, not by billing insurances or anything like that, but all through philanthropic means.
Yeah. And I also want to thank you, because you've been an active participant participator in our annual giving guide. So, and we're releasing a new one at the end of the month, as we were talking about our big event celebrating the giving spirit of the community, and you guys are in the running. You were one of the top 5 for best event over 1,000. So though that will be revealed the night of the event. So I just want to thank you both so much for coming on and chatting about this great event and really great organization.
Well, thank you very much for having us.
Very much.
You're welcome. And we will be right back. Thank you so much for joining me today. Our annual big event happens on January 28th. You can learn more at spiritofomaha.com. Don't forget to like us on Facebook, Metro Magazine, all one word. I will see you back here next week.